Dude, I always live for that roar at the end. That digitized roar. Good evening, UN Spacey Wolf Squadron. I'm your Wolf Commander Wolftan. We are here at the tail end, the finale of Beast Wars. Of course, standing next to me as our proprietor of this whole series that we started, the Glad Kaon, Mathew Flynn.
Welcome, Autobots and Decepticons. My name is Mathew Flynn, the Gladiator of Kaon, and we're at Season 3, the darkest / more comedic Looney Tunes thing. It's somewhere in the middle. Kind of goes back and
Yeah,
forth.
they can never freaking make up their mind. Next to him is the Schooner of the Tuna, Schooner Tuna.
Good evening, coming at you live from a secret government facility buried deep underground, but has excellent Wi-Fi. This is Schooner Tuna, and yeah, this is the third and final season of Beast Wars. No, it did not get canceled, but they did get a final season, which I'm really happy about because that is a rarity in and of itself. And just like our my pal right next to me said, this is the most tonally it's inconsistent yet consistent of the entire Beast Wars seasons because it starts off really dark. We get a lot of comedic episodes in between, a handful of dark episodes, and then we just get this spectacular finale. And I can't wait to go through all of it with you guys. So let's get moving.
Oh man, this tops the X-Men Evolution stream that we did of the fourth season. This tops this one because at least in the case of the fourth season of X-Men Evolution, like the filler episodes were just if nothing else, they were character episodes and conceptual episodes that introduced the world building a bit, open up the world building in that front.
Yeah,
this
and you know that. Yep.
It's like the mainframe. It's like the people at Mainframe just like, you know what? Let's just do whatever until we can finally brainstorm what the heck the finale is going to be.
Holy smokes! Like. And holy smokes, they knew how to do a finale because it's like, how do you top season 2? And then you said, okay, not only are we topping season 2, but because the show is a hit, we're going to go out on a high note. Okay, we're going to say, you know what? We're riding high right now. Let's bring it to an end. Give these characters some dignity and grace.
It also helps that you bring in an established Transformers writer from the comics.
Oh, yeah.
Or for the finale, at least.
We'll get to that in a bit. We have our resident Black Arachnia herself, the lovely Ballet Plus Size, who's going to be our pioneer and our newcomer into this franchise, even though we're spoiling the shit out of it for her.
No, please spoil me all the way because I want to know, is it going to be worth my time? So
I mean, if the toy graphical creatures running around on the screen ain't really grabbing you, then I don't know what will. I mean, it's got a good story, it's got a good premise. You don't really have to be a Transformers fan to enjoy this. In fact, none of the Transformers reference will actually hurt the series. It'll help you when in the long run when you start, perusing through Transformers series, and then you start, oh, that was referencing Beast Wars. Oh, that was referencing Beast Wars. Oh, that was definitely referencing Beast Wars. Wow, they knew their stuff.
And I agree with you 100%, and I am taking in all suggestions and all your conversations. So I am enormous to this, as it may be.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just ask one favor. I ask one favor, not now, but in the future. In return, we will have a topic that you are not maybe perhaps familiar with, and that I can maybe have you interest in. But I'll owe you that later. That will come.
Oh! I know the perfect title for that video. Instead of Ladies' Night, it's Leia's Night.
I like that, Scooney.
You know,
I do.
trying to sweeten up on your commander is considered insubordination. I could have you court-martialed.
Oh, Wolf, right here. Schooner, raising his hand. I think what she means to do is she's taking you to task, challenging you for your leadership. Will you rise?
Well, that depends. She'll have to get scratched or bitten.
I'm not challenging you for your leadership. It's sort of a favor for a favor.
Oh, you know what? She's taking you to task.
Of course.
You are being taken to task.
You're still the leader. That's absolutely sure. But I just
Okay,
thought
wait.
that
I am going to weigh in a vote here, and I vote for Leia's proposal. I second the motion.
Turncoat.
The other two are quiet. Dominic is silent.
Well, we still have to. We gotta introduce Dominic.
Yes.
Come on, let's introduce the man, the myth, the legend.
My soon-to-be second, the Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Good evening, you beautiful people of the internet. Thank you for joining us in tonight's live stream as we go over the third and final season of Transformers sequel series, Beast Wars. And like Scooney said, when people ask like, how are they going to top this season opener and finale from season 2? And Larry Detilio and the others in the writers' room say, "Hold my beer."
Who want to take first? I guess I'll let Matthew take point.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Sorry. Oh my goodness. It just hit me. We're supposed to get into the new character designs that cropped up in this later season.
Oh yeah.
Transmetal 2s.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Transmetal
The introduction
2.
of the Transmetal 2. After
that, you can start with the first Transmetal 2 that we see.
You mean the first? Yeah. This is beautiful because at the start of season 2, we missed out on Optimus Prime, seeing him get into Transmetal. We saw Rat Trap, Dinobot, Megatron. This season, front and center, Optimus is getting Transmetal 2. May I introduce Optimal Optimus Prime right here?
Yep. And
That's
for
just
only the
prime.
start of the season,
How are you
contained
feeling,
Optimus?
Optimus? I'm feeling primed.
And no, it's actually, in a word, pride.
Thank you.
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, we cut in.
Wait, are you talking to me or are you talking?
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm
Yeah.
talking to you, our residential Transformer buff.
Yeah. I like that the first episode, or only for the first episode, he contains Optimus Prime's spark. And I love that it has the effect of having him kind of somewhat act like Optimus in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that detail. That is a very cool detail.
And he got huge.
Oh yeah.
The size of
Oh yeah.
Optimus.
He essentially became
He
a
now-
triple
he-
changer.
Exactly. He's now because I love the fact in the last season they showed how big the Maximals and the Predacons were compared to the original Transformers. But this time you see Optimal Optimus, he could probably stand at the waist of Optimus Prime.
I'd probably put him a little bigger than that.
Yeah. But
You know,
he's like he towers over them like a traditional Transformer.
I know that some other media depict this version of Optimus Primal as being basically the same height as Optimus.
Fine by me. It just shows how it just showed how he was willing to rise to being the hero. Because I mean, the first episode confirms, Optimus, you may not survive doing this, but it's like for the sake of the timeline, I got to do it.
Yeah, and also he drops the Matrix when he fuses Optimus's spark with like in his body. He then he accidentally drops the Matrix. Although I'm not sure if that is the Matrix because Hasbro because
you can exactly. You notice the
toy.
Yeah, you notice the there's a bit of an inconsistency here. If you watch the Transformers 1980s movie and how he opens his chest cavity and there's the Matrix, but in this one they're trying to say that the Matrix and the Spark were both one and the same. I did think that was a pretty cool homage, though, how it shows Optimus Primal opening the chest cavity of the original Optimus. You got the power. Yeah, exactly. Yes, and that song fits perfectly there because what does Optimus Primal do? He puts his hand on Optimus Prime's chest. So right there, cue the music. You got the touch. You got the motion.
For the record, Schooner's a better singer than me.
He could sing the theme song or whatever that song that he was humming. Yes.
Maybe later. We'll save it for the Wolf Squadron soundtrack. It's coming out next year.
Robots in the skies. Transformers.
Robots in disguise.
We gotta do this. It's the final season. Come on, we gotta pay some homage.
All right. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise. Transformers, Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Ooh. Love it. Love that. I love that intro.
Rate that, Matthew.
Wait, say that again. I wasn't even paying attention.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right.
No, not as into
No.
zoning out for like.
We're gonna say it's all right. It's all right. I understand. We're not gonna turn this to another musical number, but be sure to catch us in the future when we do the Wolf Squadron soundtrack that is coming.
Yeah.
I gotta pay a real songwriter to write that one. That's gonna be a while. Oh,
So who's the next on our Transmetal?
Fucking broke. I'm like Star Fox. I'm Fox McCloud in Star Fox 64.
So who's the next Transmetal 2 on our little list here?
Well, he ain't the only one of the leaders that got the upgrade. So did Megatron later on in the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next one was Cheetor, though.
We're going leader to grunts, man.
I'm going to say this too.
Going chronological order.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say this.
Pick that up in the last season. I did not. I barely went chronological there.
I am going to say this though. It's kind of funny that Megatron transforms into this in the So he transforms into this in the penultimate episode, and then we have the finale. And I'm just like, wait, he left. We didn't have Is that it?
Anyways, I'm more trimmed out the fact that the head keeps shifting parts of his body. First, it was in his right arm. Then it moved to his chest, and then it superseded to his arm. I'm using that word wrong. I know.
No, I know what you're saying. It starts off from his left arm to his center, then to his right arm. Exactly. I mean, it's like, make up your mind. I kind of enjoyed actually seeing Megatron with actually two regular hands, and then to have him go back to Transmetal 2 and to have him, oh look, he's back to being one-handed again. Is he gonna brush the teeth of this dragon? And yes, that is canon.
He will watch the TV while
he can burn the plaque off his teeth. Oh yes.
I'm just going to say this too. So Transmetal 2 Megatron gets that from fusing his spark with the original Megatron. Only unlike Optimus Prime. Oh, no. He the thing that I found funny is that unlike Optimus Prime, who did it to save the timeline, Megatron did it purely for power.
Of course.
Signifying, yes, this is indeed, while he is comedic at times, a very bad robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how the original Megatron spark gives him a dragon form, but given that he does mention that being dropped in lava in some way helped with the dragon form, they weren't completely clear on that.
No.
They just wanted a cool dragon. Let's leave it at that. They just want a cool dragon.
Well, also, come on, think about it. In archetype and in a lot of mythology, what do the heroes do? They slay the dragon. And that's what Megatron became, the personification of the evil and the villainy of the whole series.
Caden said Megatron should have gotten a new name since Primal got a new name. But this is Megatron we're talking about. This is like asking Vegeta to have his own new name in a Super Saiyan form, but instead he goes Super Vegeta.
You know what? I want to call Super Saiyan Vegeta Steve.
Anyway,
Vegeta transformed into Steve.
Because Megatron, Nick called him that in like a joking, or not necessarily joking way.
Oh, yeah. He said it in an almost mock tone.
Yeah.
He says, well, Optimal Optimus, yes.
Are you hitting on me, Megatron? Maybe. I just kind of find your new form a bit exhilaratingly large. Oh, yes.
Dear
Don't
God.
hit me with those teeth, Megatron.
Wait a minute! Oh my God, that was said on a kids show.
No.
Oh, okay. I was saying,
He's making it's a Transformers joke. Fan of Transformers, you get it.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Like, wow, that's
don't
No,
worry.
no.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of
Don't hold your
innuendo.
breath. Don't hold your breath. There was a lot of innuendo in this series. You might.
Oh yeah.
You might catch.
Well,
Don't
and
get
that's,
twisted.
there was a lot
I
of
mean,
innuendo in this show, but
in
what
the
I
first-
loved about
In
it,
the first stream, I did mention that Megatron questioned Tarantulas' design choice when he made Black Arachnia.
oh yeah, he did. He basically, I love that bit because he's suggesting, are we getting a little lonely on this planet, Tarantulas? Is that why you made a female Transformer? Now, he didn't say that outwardly, but indirectly he said it. And that's why I love the innuendos in this show. First off, it goes somewhat over the kids' heads, but the parents understand it and they can laugh.
That's what I was just saying. The parents get it, but it's done, so it goes straight over the kids' heads. Okay.
Oh,
No wonder
yeah.
they got past it. I got you. Okay. I'm about to say, oh my
They're doing
God,
that-
I can't believe that was
this was-
wow.
Here's the thing. That was the thing about shows that came out in the 90s. They were always pushing the envelope of what they can do.
Did you guys
Oh,
get
yeah.
it? Did you guys get it when you
Not
watched
at first. No, not at first.
Okay.
Not at first. Went over my head, and then years later, I'm coming back to it, and I'm just like, damn it, this is why I love this show.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
You know,
curious.
show-
Okay.
And shows and movies from the 80s, 90s, and even the 2000s, they were able to get away with a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes. Oh,
Well,
definitely
because,
they were.
I mean, yeah, and that was the time when kids went outside. Parents weren't scared of their kids going outside and roughhousing and coming home with marks on their face. It's like, he was playing with sticks. It happens.
Am I the only one getting like an anime mech vibe from this design of Megatron? You know, like the sphere on his chest.
You know, I am actually getting that, especially with the wings. It almost reminds me a bit of a Gundam.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't surprise
I
me
can
if one of the
I can
Takara
definitely
designers
see, like, elements of
made
Gundam.
this design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get-
ready to move on.
Well, yeah, of course.
We got next one of the coolest Transmetal 2 designs. Second to another one which we're gonna get to down the line. Cheetor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Look at that.
definitely prefer
Look-
his Transmetal 2 design over his Transmetal 1 design.
I'm
This
glad
is a
that his hands are not guns anymore.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say that too. That I actually, I'm thinking the writers of the show basically said, "We get it. We hear the critiques," because I know there were critiques. We hear the critiques. In fact, when before he transforms into Transmetal 2, they actually really go out of their way to damage the hell out of his Transmetal 1 version. Because remember,
Mhm.
they were all right. We've heard your critiques, and you know what? I don't think even the production crew liked. I don't think even the production crew liked the Transmetal 1 design. But they had fun destroying that thing, and That's another thing that I loved about Cheetor's journey to Transmetal 2 is that they were not afraid to put him through immense torture and pain for that.
Oh God.
It was kind
I
of
was-
a werewolf type situation, him
Uh-huh.
transforming.
And I loved, hey, Wolf, maybe you know each other.
I'll tell you my experience seeing that whole episode where he becomes that, where still as a kid, Cheetor was so far my second favorite as a kid, and seeing him, I didn't mind his Transmetal 1 form. I just didn't like the I just like did not like the fact that he uses arms as his guns.
Yeah.
I liked his boosters and everything. But the thing is, like when he got damaged so badly, and he's just walking back to base, just oh my goodness, just wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like the strength and determination he had in him.
Yep.
And then that dream sequence. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started on that freaking dream sequence.
Yep. I think, though, what was also really cool is the fact that at first everybody thinks Cheetor's dead. And then, if I recall correctly, is it Depth Charge who's captured by the Decepticons?
Yeah, Depth Charge is the one who's captured by the Predacons.
Yeah, he Caden, yeah, all his impact after the Caden, I think that was when his character arc finally came full circle.
He became Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
He came from I had to just he came from what gargoyle best fits him the first half all the way up to I have to say Lexington, but Lexington is not a hothead like he is.
No.
Lexington is more the calm and bookwormy-ish.
I'm gonna say, you know what, he kind of
bookworm,
became
I mean computer bookworm.
I'd say more along the lines he goes through the stages of life. If you really look at Cheetor, you see him in adolescence, then you see him through like first off when he's in his regular form, that's kind of like the most kiddish he's ever been. When he's in Transmetal 1, that's him as a teenager, And then when we get to Transmetal 2, this is Cheetor the man. He comes full circle, and the episode in which he it's great.
They make him into Matrix from Reboot.
No. That was too. No, he's basically I've grown up and I've matured a little bit. I mean, especially you remember when if I recall in season 2, was it? No, it's in season 3. Sorry, in season 3 they were kind of hinting at the fact that he was kind of a rival for Silverbolt with Black Arachnia.
Yeah.
That was
and after he becomes
bumped into her in the hallway, although it looked more like he actively ran towards her.
Yeah, but the
way it was made.
Yeah. The two of them kind of had a moment, and she was a little flirtatious with him, but when he gets to Transmetal 2 and she's trying to get a little more flirtatious with him, he's kind of like, you know what? Nah. That was kind of like that. I've grown up at that point. That was when Cheetor stopped being a child. Later, sweetheart. That's when he stopped being a boy and became, a man.
And so far, the 3 designs that were shown have all been recolored into other characters.
Yep. I do. I also want to say this too. This is like the perfect hybrid combination too because the first 2 were a little, you could definitely tell they were robots. This one is the perfect combination of beast and machine. Cheetor's Transmetal 2 design.
This day, looking at this.
I mean, it is so intimidating when are these yeah.
You know what? I will say this. One little design critique I have.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like that goatee on his chin.
Yeah, it's trying to show. Oh yeah, he's growing a goatee.
I'm like,
does he have to trim that? Is he going to have to shave it? When it starts,
is complete tacky.
When it starts rusting, is he going to have to buff it out?
If you look kind of like as Chin, there's a little stub right there. That's the goatee that they gave him.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even. And what's funny was I didn't even notice until Black Arachnia was playing with it.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my god, you got a goatee? What the fuck is that? And why is it bending like that?
Can I also say this too, that the rocket pack on him is just so freaking awesome.
Mhm.
Especially when he's in his beast mode and he runs. He no longer runs. He's like jetting at like he can break the sound barrier.
And also the jet booster can like detach from his back and he can use it as a blaster.
I know, it's beautiful.
He no longer has the tail club.
Nope.
Well, he does have blades on his arms, but I don't think he ever uses them.
Which is a real shame because I think he could use them.
Yeah.
But when he first, but I still love the bit when he first turns in Transmetal 2, and it's like you guys said, Wolfman, and he can differentiate friend from foe, and he actually did something that I don't think no other Autobot aside from, no, not even Optimus Prime, he scarred Megatron.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before
This was after his transformation into his Transmetal 2 form was complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in
But-
Feral Scream Part 1.
Yep.
Which is the same episode where he attacks Megatron and he like spins around and he turns into a Looney Tunes cartoon for a moment.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's how they defeat Megatron, because they got to get rid of him in a funny manner, because if they made it a serious battle, Cheetor would have killed him. So you do it more in a comedic style. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. We still have a few more episodes. This isn't the final episodes yet.
Which shows that even when he was acting feral, Cheetor like was able to show restraint.
He could differentiate friend from foe, yeah. And exactly, because that's another thing we got to talk about. Up until this point, the Maximals were not fighting to kill the Predacons. Their orders are clear. Their orders are clear. Bring Megatron back alive.
So he could stand in trial.
So he could stand trial for his crime. Where the Predacons are fighting to kill the Maximals are not fighting to kill.
Slag.
Well, it also comes to
Saying
show
about
like
the
how
jet
far like
booster.
how far both the Maximals and the Predacons like have developed as characters ever since the series started.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Cheetor's like transformation into his Transmetal 2 form, like it helps foreshadow his future role as Optimus's new second command in Beast Machines.
Mm-hmm.
And also
next year.
Optimus and Cheetor have kind of a father-son dynamic.
I love that dynamic
it's-
as it plays out throughout the series, because Cheetor is kind of the kid. If Rhinox is the veteran, Optimus is the seasoned captain, Rat Trap's the tactician, Dinobot was supposed to be the former general. Cheetor is what I love is that he's supposed to. He's the rookie, and he's the one that the audience is kind of supposed to, of all the, of the fearsome team, that, he's the one you got to relate to the most. He's the audience insert, more or less.
Yeah, he's the kid appeal character.
Oh yeah, and that's probably why all of us have a soft spot for Cheetor, because just like what Wolf said, what
Like a skateboarder that we always wanted to be.
Yeah,
Y'all talking about?
he is.
I'm hearing y'all talking about the jet booster and his journey. And I'm thinking, started this journey.
Oh yeah.
And ended.
Yeah.
Only one question in mind.
Exactly.
Definitely
that
during
the
times
road
where
might
skateboarding,
end
roller skating,
abruptly.
surfing, or any other extreme sports like were going up at their peak, which eventually leads to the development of the X Games.
No points to guess where that song come from.
Another thing that exactly. What Cheetor is, and he's not he's annoying, but he's not that annoying character that you can't identify with. He's annoying in all the right ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because again, like he is a kid.
Yeah, but he's the kid and he's the rookie. But in certain episodes, especially in season 1, Cheetor really was trying to had to prove his staying power to the team, that he was more than just the little hapless screw up.
Dang, he couldn't go nowhere. He was stranded with them. He had to pull
He
his
was
weight.
stranded with them, but in 2 instances, I believe in season 1, Cheetor had saved the Maximals. He had actually saved the Maximals on 2 separate occasions.
Pulling his weight, of course.
Yeah. And that was the thing, because the first few episodes of season 1 had to portray Cheetor as kind of this little reckless kid. And
Optimus, I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Exactly. I mean, he even calls Optimus Big Bot.
Big Bot! Man,
It's
if he was voiced by
basically
Michael J. Fox, that'd be freaking amazing.
Be fantastic. But that's the thing. He calls Optimus Big Bot, which means it's kind of, in their terms, it's basically Big Bro.
Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah.
You know, you guys were talking about the Maximals, and you seem to talk about them like they're cops. So let's talk about the best cop, Depth Charge. And also, also a new character added to the series.
Even when he's in stasis, he can't stop thinking about his man. He cannot. Even when he's in stasis, he can't stop thinking about his.
Yeah, somebody do a shaft opener with this guy.
Oh no! Instead of shaft, it's more like depth charge. Depth charge.
Shut your mouth. Now that it's in my head.
Wouldn't Depth Charge be like a Transmetal or Transmetal 2? Because he has like 3 different forms, and
he's Transmetal 2. He was released with the Transmetal 2 toy line.
After a while, started becoming a Transmetal 2 bargain bin. Did y'all notice that?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that a little bit more on that a little bit later.
Transmetal 2s, or just jump straight to that upgrade.
Exactly, like no freaking stage or process whatsoever. They just get right into it, and of course they introduce an item that actually jumpstarts that.
Oh yeah, the Transmetal driver, which comes completely out of nowhere and is not explained how Megatron even got it.
Well, and another thing, yeah, exactly. I mean, first off, with Depth Charge being Transmetal 2, I give it a pass because Depth Charge is supposed to be the one who's supposed to fight Rampage. And Rampage really was the first Transmetal 2 in the series.
Was he?
I'd say he was, because compared to all the other Autobots, and I mean, gosh, Maximals and Predacons, he was the first He was the. Yeah, I got
he was woken up after Cheetor, Rat Trap, Megatron, and Optimus Primal were turned into Transmetals.
Yeah, so he was waking up, and he was already. I would say he was already Transmetal 2. He was trying to show the stakes were starting to fall more into the Predacon's favor. Especially, and it also showed how dangerous Megatron truly was, because he saw he saw Rampage and his destructive power, and he realized, okay, I need whatever this destructive thing is on my side. And this also shows not only how cruel he is as a villain, but how efficient he is at bringing Rampage into line. Because the story was always, in season 2, they were trying to show that Rampage was this very dangerous, volatile thing, and yet Megatron is able to bring this unbeatable force to heal. That should show you how dangerous he is as a bad guy. Anybody?
I love how with Depth Charge, you kind of have a Batman-Joker dynamic between him and Rampage.
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess makes sense, having like the contrast, having the one character be serious and brooding and the other character be the exact opposite and loud and colourful and slightly unstable.
I also like the fact that they're both sea creatures and predators in their own right. Depth charge is a stingray or a manta ray.
Manta.
Yeah, manta ray.
A manta
Manta
ray,
ray's a
and
predator? Since when?
well, a gentle predator, if that makes sense. I mean, that was the difference between the Maximals and the Predacons. The Maximals always were these animals that from a distance are beautiful but can be dangerous if they're messed with, and the Predacons were these legit predators, dangerous creatures that hunted and killed. And sometimes even not just for survival, but for more of sport sometimes, like almost displaying. Like, this is another thing that I loved about the animal kingdom and why the Predacons were like dinosaurs, cold-blooded, or insects, only moving with one hedonistic goal and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that contrast was quite fantastic because the Maximals were being mice, resourceful, cheetahs, graceful and fast, apes, moving in a pack, and, even rhinos. You guys get what I'm trying to say here? Or am I just
No.
or am I rambling?
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah.
I
But
understand
getting
what you're saying,
back-
Schooner.
Yeah, getting back.
I don't think Wolfie's had his moment to actually talk about depth charge yet.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Talk about
he's
depth
one of
charge.
my favorite, right? That dude's a badass dude. He's got a freaking sword. He's got a freaking shark gun. He can turn into a freaking flying thing as opposed to traversing the sea.
What are you trying to say, manta ray?
No,
flying manta ray.
When he goes into vehicle mode, I don't know what to call it. He's a freaking flying car, I guess.
A manta ray with its wings on backwards.
Yeah. It just goes there and just and he gives no fucks about the Maximals in their fucking battle. He just wants one thing and one thing only: the fucking crab.
He wants Rampage because he wants to destroy him. He has a hatred for Rampage.
And also a reminder on why he is such a dangerous Predacon. Well, not just that, but also a cannibalistic serial killer.
Oh yeah.
Because he killed like Death Charge's team prior to the events of Beast Wars.
Yeah. And also the episode that introduces Depth Charge actually gives some a little bit of backstory and context as to why Depth Charge is hunting Rampage.
Like you had no time for Star vs. Ruxby. You had friends there, as I recall. Tasty ones, too.
Oh man, yeah. And that just fuels
from that episode. Literally, wait, was it Hidden Death or just Death? Or was it just a reference to Depth Charge? Oh no, it was Deep Metal.
It's not revenge I'm looking for. It's justice. X is not alone. He's a Predacon now under Megatron's control. There are 6 of them. I got headed to your Primal. When you screw up, you do it big time. But thanks for the tip.
That's one of the things too that I liked about Depth Charge is that he had a like you said, 0 F's given, and he was never afraid to tell it to somebody straight. But you can tell he gives off such the tsundere vibes. He acts like he doesn't care. I'm serious. He acts like he doesn't care about the Maximals, but in actuality, he cares about them a lot.
Computer, where is he?
He just refused
Coordinates
to show it.
000. There's nothing but rocks. Greetings, old playmate. So glad you could come. X, I'm called Rampage now. And a bit obvious, but to the point. Don't you think? Yeah.
I love what Neostar says. Hello, my name is Depth Charge. You killed my brothers. Prepare to die.
I love it.
Now that is
Did
pretty
not know
cool.
that. I especially like the
it
TV
makes sense
commercial
when you think
promoting
about it.
him. Sorry.
You said the commercial that promoted him. You like that?
Yeah. The name's Depth Charge. Depth Charge. Depth Charge. Well, it was mostly promoting Beast Wars, but that was always stuck to me the most when they had him just repeat his name. You just see everybody just like huh huh huh, like Optimus, Cheetor. They're like huh huh huh. Like who
Now
is
I could
this
just
clown?
picture that. I could just picture that right now. Name's Depth Charge, and then music starts playing. Depth Charge, the newest toy. And Optimus Primal and Cheetor are looking around like saying, "What the hell? Where'd the toy lines come from?"
Yeah,
Also,
Depth Charge is the most and like anime brooding anime protagonist.
I agree with.
Side character, like a Vegeta type character.
I agree with that one.
And not just
It's
Vegeta, but also also Iki. Iki, like
mm,
the thing the Phoenix Saint from Saint Seiya, who was also a tsundere and the older brother of Shun.
Mm-hmm.
that bastard.
If Cheetor was supposed to be the little brother maturing into adulthood, this is the
The
angry
Punisher.
teenage, the Punisher big brother who didn't grow up. Who growing
I like
or no. You know what? He's more of the
but he has
he's
the
more
hidden
of the
heart
big
of gold.
he's more of you know what? He's more of the big brother who went to war and saw some shit.
Oh,
man, him and Soldier 76 will have a good time together.
Oh
We're
yeah.
all soldiers now.
I agree.
The world needs heroes. I'm just a soldier.
Beautiful. And that is Depth Charge to a T.
Well, to close off his entry, I'll say one final line that really stuck to me to the very end of his end. One raw energon through your twisted spark.
Yep. And I love that too. And what was the most terrifying thing there is that Rampage just basically says, "Go ahead, do it. I don't believe you'll do it." And I love Depth Charge. He just goes, "Oh, I won't." I love that bit.
I figured Blitzwing sounded familiar. I should have known. No wonder I liked him so much. It's a shame that he went out so quickly. But I would
And that he
never
didn't
have
look
it
like
any other way.
Blitzwing.
Huh?
And that he didn't look like Blitzwing.
At all. No, he did not. But yeah, so that was Jet Charge, everybody. So, y'all really want to get to something really funky?
Oh yeah, let's get funky.
So last season, Black Arachnia looked like this.
Uh-huh.
Later on, she come to look like this.
And I am just like, wow.
Can
When
we
did she-
make it obvious?
Okay,
Any
people,
more obvious?
exactly. We get it. She's a
The
girl.
bitch got a bikini now.
I'm just going to point out that the upper torso part of the reddish magenta colored part of her torso.
You
For
mean the
toy,
boobies?
that part, yeah, the boob chest plate part.
You mean the boobies?
It's staring back at us.
Yeah, like a pair of eyes.
Yep. Like a
Yeah,
pair of
but-
eyes.
Yeah, for the toy, that part is
Mhm.
actually removable, and the pegs holding it on are right on her boobs, so they look like nipples.
Oh wow!
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Somebody knew
No,
what they-
you know what?
somebody knew what they were
Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. Hasbro knew its market. It knew boys
doing. And girls.
and girls.
Uh-huh.
It knew boys
I'm
and it
proud of
knew
the fact that
girls.
the girl, she's literally wearing a bikini.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's essentially wearing a woman's sexy summer wear.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like the damn. She looked like the damn female zombie from Resident Evil 2
Oh, yeah.
with that get up. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Ruby.
Oh, yeah. And
Was
do you
her
see
name
those
Ruby?
shoes right there that were so meant to emphasize the thighs and the legs?
And she got what, thigh high boots
Yep.
Mhm.
with heels.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And she became 10. Exactly. She became
repainted into RC.
She was definitely, yeah, exactly. She was definitely made to be much more attractive looking, giving her namesake Transmetal 2 Black Arachnia.
Which also
Once again,
comes
another
full
example of a character
circle and
jumping
her,
over
her,
Transmetal 1
her being
straight to
restored to
Transmetal
her
2.
maximal self.
Oh, yeah.
What was her vehicle form again?
Motorbike, I think.
It was a motorbike.
Or was
Why
it?
has Spires always got
It was
the
a
damn
motorbike.
motorcycle?
I have no idea.
She got a motorcycle. Tyrannosaurus got
Although
a motorcycle.
I don't think she used the vehicle mode too much. Most of the time, she was like crawling around like a normal spider. Which is
Mhm.
weird because it's the exact opposite with Tarantulas, who was just driving around all the
I'm
time
trying
and
out the
wouldn't
fact
be
that
in
her
the spider
pincers
mode.
her freaking pincers become her arms.
Yep.
That was weird looking. Every
Can we
time
also
she was
just?
in beast mode, her arms were just sticking out.
I
Yep.
think she was even moving her arms independently a little bit in beast mode.
Oh yeah.
I'm cycling back and forth with them because I want you guys to get a good look at both. Just memorize how great of a design she was.
Yep. And
We
remember
will always
that Takara
remember.
only made one design into a masterpiece toy.
Don't worry, Les. She's Barbie related.
I was going to say that. Well, at least the toy makers and the animators knew that you young boys would be watching, so they knew what they were doing, and she's feminine, not like today where
Are
they
y'all
try to
ready
make
to
her all
cry
masculine
now?
and manly.
Are y'all feeling a bit more nostalgic now?
Oh, here it comes.
Are y'all ready to cry over the nostalgia?
Uh-huh.
Is the rose tin glass going to get shattered if I do this? We have Transmel 2 Dinobot.
Yep. Dinobot, who passed away last season,
My
came
boy.
back this season only to be killed off again. But I love this because they brought him back only for him to die again, but he still dies a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I actually like this design for Dinobot.
This Dinobot is definitely made to terrify.
Especially in his first appearance.
Mm-hmm. And what's even more terrifying is the fact of just how freaking powerful he is. Remember that psychological? Was it Dinobot and Black Arachnia play this game between the two of them in the jungle?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got to think which one is the predator and which one's the prey. I love that episode.
Yeah.
Destroy them. Negative. What? What possible reason do you have to disobey me? I am your master. I am your creator. And I have my honor.
Oh, I love that bit, especially when Megatron just loses his shit. He goes, no! And he just grabs him and he tosses him aside and says, stand aside, traitor.
Yeah, I mean,
In both realities, I love the fact in both realities he got to mouth off Megatron. Because Megatron above everybody else hated to be, yeah, exactly, Caden, the myth, the legend. Megatron hated being mouthed off by anybody, but somebody like Dinobot just always knew how to get under his skin.
Uh-huh.
I do love that one of Megatron's responses is, "You dare use that H word to me."
You dare use that hate word to me. But yeah, this Dinobot was scary.
And also different from the original Dinobot.
Oh, it is more than that, my malevolent minion. That is the most powerful Decepticon warship in Transformer history. The ship that shut down the Ark itself. The Nemesis. The Nemesis.
What were you saying, Dominic?
Sorry, Dom.
As I was saying, this Dinobot was different from the original. As he is terrifying, and also is acting more Predacon than Maximal. However, due to Death Charge's sacrifice, but it's like the original Dinobot was coming back like in Dinobot 2's body, because half of his spark was based on Rampage.
Yep. Well, and that was the thing too, is that's why he was evil, more or less. But when Rampage was finally destroyed by Depth Charge, this Dinobot started to get memories back of the Dinobot from season 2.
Yeah, which isn't really explained in the actual show,
No.
unless you take into account the cancelled episode Dark Glass, which does actually explain it.
Yep.
It's kind of weird that they kind of continue on with that, even though the episode was cancelled. They still act like it did happen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Dark Glass.
No, it wasn't actually released. It was an unreleased episode of the show.
Yeah, but you can still find bootlegs of it, right?
I think you can find the script and
Yeah.
I think some like incomplete forms of the episode in some way. I'm not sure what exactly you can find, but yeah, there's the script you can find somewhere.
So I'm reading a back and forth between Optimus and Depth Charge, which explain Cheetor's transformation.
But yeah, that was really what was cool about Dinobot in this season.
Yeah, I believe Scott McNeil himself described this version of Dinobot as like angrier and meaner, and essentially accessing a different angle on the same character. Like in terms of the voice acting.
He's basically what he's supposed to be is the worst. Whereas Dinobot, the original Dinobot, died being the best version of himself. This is a Dinobot who would be more or less if he had embraced being a Predacon.
Uh-huh.
Just raw hatred and a love for and a loyal soldier, very effective, but
Are y'all
also
ready to cry harder?
No.
Are y'all ready to get hit with that nostalgia spike? Because 2 individuals do come back, but not in the way that you expected. Say hello to Tigerhawk.
Emissary of the Vok.
Mm-hmm.
We are Tigerhawk,
Former
emissary of the
emissary.
Vok. So, care to explain this one, guys?
So Tigerhawk is a fuser, but not in the traditional sense like Quick Strike and Serval Bolt. Well, like what makes him different from those two is he's a fusion between Tigertron and Air Razor after they were taken by the Vok in season 2.
Yep, and they were being held in the Vok Nexus, I think it's called. And they they fuse their body together, but their sparks are initially separate from each other before they then merge. Or later on, when Tarantulas manages to purge the Vok from him, and then Air Razor and Tigertron's spark then merges and it goes into the body.
Basically, this is the offspring of Air Razor and Tigertron.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose more of a mutated version of the two of them.
Yeah. So, hey, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
a composite being of the two of them.
So, not only trans metal too, but legit trans. Huh. This show really was ahead of its time.
Although given that he doesn't...
It's what would happen if you fused John Stewart with Shira Hall.
So Warpath.
Then again, they did combine.
And also he has some form of superpowers or weather manipulation powers.
Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
He was an he has elemental-based powers.
Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
I'm going to assume that comes from the Vok themselves, considering that's where he was made.
Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, and it's the episode that introduces him also brings up something very interesting about Tarantulas and the Tripedicus Council. Neither they aren't descended from either Orb or Decepticon, because Tarantula says that he's descended from something else.
Oh,
and
wow.
And then later on, Megatron refers to Tarantulas as the spawn of Unicron.
Oh, wow.
I remember. And I remember that, as well as my jaw dropped at that particular reveal. Like, what?
Yeah. Because it's when Tarantula is trying to blow up the Ark, and Tigerhawk says that he's insane and that will kill him. That won't affect me because I'm not descended from Autobots or Decepticons. I'm descended from something else. And he also references the Tripedicus Council as also being descended from something other than Autobots and Decepticons. We don't get any definitive answer on where they're or what they're actually descended from exactly.
Ah, man, there is such an untapped story there.
If
And he was
only they didn't kill off
underutilized.
Tigerhawk after bringing back Tigertron and Air-Razor.
Yeah,
I know. No sooner do they bring them back, do they kill them off.
there is actually a
Again.
behind-the-scenes reason for that.
Why? What behind-the-scenes reason?
Because Hasbro initially, when they put the figure into production and released it, and they like told the like the Mainframe and the staff writing the shows, like they go like, here's a new character, introduce him into the show, and then after they'd written the episode that introduces him, sometime later, Hasbro was like, actually no, you know what, we're not releasing this toy, we're just not going to bother. And then it's like, so yeah, you can just kill the character off, he's not going to appear. And then like 2 episodes later, during the Nemesis finale, he's then killed off. But as that episode comes out, when that episode came out, Hasbro had then changed their mind and was like, actually, you know what? Actually, we will release this toy. But it was too late to change anything about the show. He was already, like, the episode where he dies was already made and about to be released.
You son of a gun!
I laugh, but at the same
Hasbro,
time,
when
my
you do
heart.
something right, you're still fucking retarded.
I laugh, but my heart is crying.
Yeah,
I
during Beast Wars,
repeat,
Hasbro couldn't quite
Hasbro,
figure out
when
what they
you're
wanted
doing
to
something
do.
right, you're still fucking retarded.
Uh-huh.
I would say Hasbro doesn't
You
do
never
that
go
anymore,
full
but Hasbro
retard,
hasn't really changed much.
Hasbro.
They still don't fully know what to do with the franchise going forward.
Apparently, they let a non-binary transform be made. Apparently,
But he's not.
Yeah.
He's neither non-binary nor trans. Okay.
They're not. Okay,
you're
first
talking about
off, they're.
Tigertron. I'm not talking about Tigerhawk. I'm talking about some new thing that they released recently.
Yeah, something
but
IDW's
look,
doing.
It's stupid. Yeah, even like IDW, like when they were doing well with the Hasbro properties, Transformers, and G.I. Joe being among them, like Hasbro, they can still make retarded decisions. As Kirk Lazarus would say, you went.
I can't wait till these motherfuckers try to justify
Never
every
go
robot
full
as being
retard.
trans. I was like, okay. I get to call you fucking machines now, and clankers, and bucket of bolts, and all that bullshit, all those bullshit insults. Then, since you want to be robots now, that means I can. That means also I can dismantle your ass and see what you really look like inside.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
good
you know
thing
what?
IDW is
At this
losing the
point, I
license
kind of feel
next
like I want to be
month.
a serial killer, a transphobic
Careful, Wolf.
serial killer.
Careful, Wolf. Careful, Wolf. We're recording.
Are we? I didn't know.
Are we?
I mean, we are live, and when we're finished, this will be just on YouTube for everyone to come and watch whenever they feel like it.
You think I'm scared?
You think in the future?
We're
Yeah,
speaking
you know.
honestly, and it's been established for a good long while that we're not only politically incorrect, but we have diversity of thought. So we're allowed to agree to disagree with each other.
Oh
Alright?
yeah.
We be a rowdy bunch, but we do our part. You know what? now that we covered Tigatron, there's a character design, or at least a character that we need to view before we move on to the greatest characters of all time for the finale of this series. Let's go back to our good friend Transmutate.
Oh,
Oh,
transmutate.
Unfortunately, I couldn't really find an initial art piece for Transmutate, like a really legit good art piece. I sell for the toy
well,
and this design of Transmutate.
Ah,
there is an artwork for Transmutate, but that actually pertains to Beast Wars Uprising on what would happen if Megatron succeeded in his plan.
That says issue 4, page 29. I think that says at the top corner.
I guess so.
So I would guess that was from a Beast Wars comic. I don't have a clue which one. I would assume the early 2000s IDW one that they put out. You know, the one that's called The Gathering and the Ascending, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we will never forget Transmutate.
never.
Ever, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Rolling down on the city,
Oh,
working
no.
for the man
Oh,
every
no.
night. And...
Here we go.
Come on, you guys got to join me in on this one. Come on, humor me.
No, go right ahead. If this inspires you to sing, I continue to try to review.
Ooh, you know, every now and then, I think you might like to hear something from us, nice and easy. This is one thing you see: we never ever do nothing nice and easy. We always do it nice and rough. But we're gonna take it to the beginning of the song and do it easy. But then we're gonna do it finished rough. That's the way we do primary. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. This is the story. Let the good job in the city, down the city, working for the man every night and day. I never lost 1 minute of sleep, worrying about the way that things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, and we're rolling. Come on, Leia. Rolling, rolling on the river. Clean the love plates in Memphis. I can't. I didn't get that far. I'll stop it right there.
I just wonder how this
Shut up.
transformer is inspiring Proud Mary.
I don't know. It just came to me.
How does this image inspires you to sing Proud Mary? Okay. I would think
You
maybe
can
it was
stop reading your
transform a
porn,
big boat or
Matthew.
ship or car or this. But
Oh, have you finished now?
I just said that was the end. I gotta teach us.
I was
Teach us some
wondering why
discipline.
Matthew was quiet. Now I know.
Look alive,
Now I
maggot.
know.
You know that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, you
do
can't
from
see
now on.
because the artwork's blocking.
I
Well, the
know.
artwork is exactly.
But I'm looking
over
dead at your screen in the StreamYard background. Yep, that's what I'm saying from now on. Every time I
But
catch one of these motherfuckers reading. Look alive, maggot. I gotta do a major pain style. Look alive, maggot. Next time I see your face buried in that book, it better be learning how to kill a man in 6 different ways to Sunday. Damn, my face turned red when I said that shit.
Early Emery will be proud.
Actually,
But
I
I'm
was
just
doing
saying,
Damon Wayans, Major Pain.
Can I
Well,
also
him
just
too.
say too is that is that Transmutate had probably, next to Dinobot, one of the most tragic deaths.
Mm-hmm. For such a one-shot character, was
I
very
know.
memorable. Very, very memorable. Ew, I'm looking at the cast from Wakanda Forever. Fuck yeah. Funny
The
enough,
what?
there's a Magic Mike 3 coming out next year. I might watch it for my
Seriously?
wife on Valentine's Day. No, actually,
Okay.
it's actually not gonna do the stripping anymore. And he
Well,
apparently he's got a new girlfriend because of reasons. Throwing air quotes up there.
yeah,
Is
but
she a stripper?
if there's
Nope.
no dancing,
It's
what's the
Selma
purpose?
Hayek, who's also a folk dancer, a playing
Very,
dancer.
very nice.
I was like, I
Well,
don't like. My question is, how is this Magic Mike if he ain't stripping?
I was
hmm
about to ask you the same question. If they're not dancing, what's the point of seeing the film? They're supposed to be
Right?
strippers. They're supposed to be male
I'm
dancers.
I'm okay. Look, I'm okay with the change. I'm gonna say that. I'm okay with the change. It's
But they're
changed
not.
him. He's going back to his roots. He's dancing, okay? And he's got lady love, and he's dancing with his lady love. I think they're gonna go footloose with this one,
We'll see. Well, if they're
or rather,
dancing,
it's step up with a Magic Mike paint on it.
okay, that's a better way of describing it. Okay.
Now, Dom, if you really want me to do Arlie, I'm gonna read cheap. I'm gonna fuck. I'm flipping up. Yeah. Let me get my bearings. Let me get my bearings.
Okay. All right. We will do
I'm
your.
gonna read Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak with only spoken to, and the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Do you maggots understand that? Sir, yes, sir. Bullshit. I can't hear you. Sounds like you got a pair. Sir, yes, sir. If you ladies leave my island, if you survive recruit training, you will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death praying for war. But until that day, you are puce. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized grab bastard pieces of amphibian shit. Because I am hard, you will not like me. But the more you hate me, the more you'll learn. I am hard, but I am fair. There is no racial bigotry here. I do not look down on niggers, kikes, wops, or greasers. Here you are all equally worthless. And my orders are to weed out the non-hackers who do not pack the gear to serve in my beloved corps. Do you maggots understand that? Sir, yes, sir.
Bullshit! I can't hear you.
I think Matthew is still.
Uh,
I think Matthew is still reading.
I think we need to move on.
Nope, I think
Well,
Matthew was pretty impressed.
William Silver was William Silver was not wrong on the Vogue were supposed to be descendants of the Swarm from the G2 comics, and that was actually brought up in a basics video on the Vogue.
Hi,
Yeah,
Humble.
because the writers, Larry DiTilio and Bob Ford, both had differing ideas on what the VOC were. I don't remember who had. I think one of them wanted the VOC to be descended from the Swarm from the G2 comic, and then the other one
Real
wanted
quick,
them to be
Matthew.
completely separate. I don't quite remember who had which idea.
Real quick, Matthew. That
Yeah.
I think they were homaging Full Metal Jacket in that segment, Arrow Knight's Neo Star. I really do believe that they were homaging that.
I believe it.
Yeah, a lot of the convention and collectors club comics did kind of merge the two ideas and have it be like a 50-50 of them being separate from past stories and also being associated with the Swarm from the G2 comic.
By the way,
moving on from Transmetal.
Let's go to the best characters in the series.
Okie dokie.
Arc.
Yep, the Ark.
Well,
Beautiful
the
and
Ark's not a
fantastic
character,
stuff.
Unless you're referring to what I think you're referring to.
The Arc, man. It's the Arc.
The Ark. The Ark.
talked
The
about it.
Generation
No, I said
1
the
Ark.
Ark's not a character, unless you're referring to what I think you're referring to.
Yeah, the Ark is a character.
Like online. Come on, you guys.
Say it again.
Metroplex Online.
Yep.
Yep.
Metroplex heeds the call to the new Prime. What is your orders, Optimus? Destroy Megatron. Affirmative. Boy, I thought we were playing an alternate story. Cause man, when Megatron got smashed, and I was the one smashing him, I was like, dude, are we detracted from the timeline here? Cause I'm kind of, truth be told, I'm kind of for that. I'm all for that. not that I want to, but like if we're gonna play a differing path, I was like, well, shit, this game just got creative. Holy shit!
Or,
I'm getting sidetracked.
or probably there are aspects about the arc that even we didn't know.
No, I call it a character because like just looking at its design, it's a character in itself. Just, it's the arc, damn it! It's the freaking arc. Every Transformers fan's wet dream in one package.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we've seen that thing crash onto Earth. We've seen it crash onto Earth again.
Uh-huh.
We actually fought on that thing in Fall of Cybertron.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Michael Bay bastardize it.
Yep.
We've
But
even
on
seen
the other side, if the arc was done like faithfully and with justice through Transformers Animated and Transformers Prime.
Oh yeah. So much great justice was done to this. Because we get to the beginning of the show and there's the original Transformers cast. And then what do they do? And then of course they have to protect the arc. They have to protect the arc so the Maximals move in. And I just love it. And you think, and here's the thing, you say, wow, it's really buried deep underground here. And then you find out in the finale, holy smokes, the reason why the arc is sticking out in G1 is because of the Nemesis.
Where it puts the whole, well, not only puts the whole thing into context, but also recontextualize like what was occurring in what occurred in the original series.
I know. That's what makes it amazing.
the ship that had a lot of familiar faces, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, this is how you do time travel correctly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, your inner child came out too because you called the Predacon Prefacon.
Yep. I think we all cried.
Let's go to its arch nemesis.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Show
I
us.
see what you did
Fuck
there.
that ship.
I hate that
piece of shit.
I hate that ship. I hate that ship. And I was kept wondering, wait a minute, why the heck did this ship show up in Beast Wars when it never showed up in Generation 1 Transformers? I mean, after the Ark disengaged from the Nemesis, it was more or less thought of that it got destroyed. And it was just the Ark and the Predacon and the Decepticons.
At the bottom of the ocean, and the Decepticons had found it and then rebuilt it or
Nope. What happened? Actually, no. The Decepticons in G1, that Nemesis is a reconstructed ship they made. The original Nemesis was never found
until now.
And that's why, again, it fits into continuity beautifully because they find the Nemesis and then the Nemesis is destroyed in the final episode. It crashes and is destroyed.
I'm salty because it killed Tigerhawk.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
And it also killed Dinobot. And when it crashes and it's destroyed, what does Prime say? And history is now preserved. history is now forever preserved because the original Nemesis was never found. It's like what I love about Optimus Primal is that he's seeing the Nemesis being destroyed, and he's like going, "Holy smokes! It all came full circle." It's like he has like this moment of catharsis. He's like wondering, did we really have a choice, or did we really have a choice, or did we just set history back the way we did? And he remembers
Can
what
we talk
Dinobots.
about how Megatron essentially became a fucking crazy preacher?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am that which is, which was, and is yet to come. And you will know my name is Megatron when I lay my vengeance upon you. You've already read the Covenant of Primus, just the good parts.
I remember when watching that. Like I was getting the televangelist vibes.
Well, not only that, you see how Megatron views himself almost like as a devilish figure, because he sees himself above even the code of Primus itself. I'm going to rewrite my
I
own little.
suppose, given my imminent godhood, these premises should really be beneath my intention. Still, no score is too small to settle. I always say, you will turn up the full fury of this mighty warship on a lone anthropoid. Tell me, Megatron, where's the honor in that? You dare use the H word to me? I apologize. I merely felt our power should be conserved for the larger battle. Duly noted and ignored.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just makes you want to see him get his comeuppance so hard, as
Well,
taking down the Nemesis. So Tigertron. What? Sorry, not Tigertron. Tiger Hog is avenged.
well, and not only that, it's that you really see that Megatron at the end of the day was always and forever out for himself. It was always what he wanted, and it didn't matter. I mean, do you really? Because if you notice, by the end of the series, especially this season, Megatron stands alone, whereas Optimus stands with all of the Maximals.
That shows that the apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find Waspinator's.
I'm pretty sure there's
can we
also a
all just
scene
say
where Optimus takes Megatron's spark, or the
Uh-huh.
G1 Megatron spark, out of Beast Wars Megatron and puts it back into the body of G1 Megatron. I think that was a deleted scene.
It was a deleted scene, but it was still. I I can understand why it was cut, because you really didn't need it for the finale. You kind of more okay, that was settled off screen.
Yeah. Although, given that no one says anything about the fact that the spark was returned to its rightful body, I don't know. I think most people would watch it and not really pick up on, would either assume that it was handled off screen, or wouldn't even know that and would just sort of be sitting there questioning whether or not that even happened.
Well, precisely. I mean, it was an offhanded comment, and nobody brought it up again.
Actually, I don't think anyone mentioned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one mentioned it.
Optimus does mention it. He says that they can't kill Megatron because he has the spark of the old Megatron, and they have to return it to the old Megatron.
He said that
What?
before returning, before the deleted. He said that before the deleted scene where he actually returns it.
Yeah, but I guess
After
I
when that
kind of
scene first happened, no one says anything about it.
nope. Nobody says anything
We
about it.
didn't even talk much
No,
about
but like
Silverbolt.
no, but the point was like it was well, it would have been nice if we seen that action like done on screen. How it was the season finale, so well not season, it was the series finale, so they had to like make some compromises.
Yeah.
I think the delete scene is available on like the DVD releases for the season.
And on YouTube.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, good to know.
And also the convention exclusive Theft of the Golden Disc animated short is also available on YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm.
But even as
Anybody got anything else to
have
say?
more
Sorry,
serious-
there was a stunned silence right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, are there more characters?
I'm sitting here looking
Well,
for
I'm saying
Waspinair's epic quote towards the
Oh.
finale.
Oh, I can say it right.
Even though
Oh,
things have gone,
are you talking
like,
about- Are you talking about the quote that he said where he's getting blown up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
He pretty much just lay it out there. And what happens to him after that speech?
Oh yeah.
he
gets
got blown up.
Poor
Yeah.
Waspinair.
I say this. I love when I say that because Waspinator, throughout the entire series, he was more or less becoming the butt of everybody's
Monkey.
joke. Oh yeah. I mean, you almost I think by the end of the series, you pretty much feel bad for him because by season 1, he was kind of a threat. Season 2, he was becoming more and more like a joke. Season 3, he just is the joke. At the point where, yeah, you're a bad guy, but by God, does so many terrible things happen to you.
And occasionally the same thing happens to Quick Strike, but not nearly as much.
No, not nearly as much. And I think what I love about the scene is that Waspinator is so upset that he was just getting blown up all the time. He just basically says, I'm done being a Predacon. I'm through with you losers. And you know what? If you don't like and he says, you know what? If you don't like the fact that I'm resigning, then you could just shoot my little tushy right here because I don't care. And the two Predacons just look at each other and they both blow him away.
But he gets the happiest ending in the end.
Oh yeah, but believe me, he pays for it. So here's the thing that kills me: he gets blown up by the two of them, and the cave girl starts beating the crap out of smashing his head. But by the end of the series, the Maximals and the Predacon, well, almost all the Predacons have been destroyed. The Maximals leave to return to Cybertron. We see early humanity using the parts of the destroyed Transformers for their ritual, and then they're worshiping their chief. And who is their chief but Waspinator sipping on a coconut and going, Waspinator finally happy.
That's spot on.
That put a smile to my face because come on, the guy deserves a win.
Exactly. He's now being worshipped.
I'm trying to remember how little me reacted to that. I really am trying to remember. I'm like, was I happy about him?
I eventually I will agree with
that
you.
He was let loose, and they're not gonna take his ass out.
I'm gonna say this right now. At first, I thought the same thing. I thought, oh wow, does this mean we're gonna get a sequel series? And then, as I got older and rewatched them over again, and you see just what happens to Waspinator, it's like this was the guy who literally went through the most of all the Predacons, and he's the last one standing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the last. He's the last like Cybertronian still on Earth by the end of Beast Wars.
Uh-huh.
Everyone else is either dead
Until
or gone.
later.
Yeah, we're not talking about that here
Yet.
yet. Because believe me, I got some really harsh words to say about that one.
Oh, dude, you're not the only one, but we'll be saving Beast Machines in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just happy that Waspinator finally got his, you know what, dude, you've been through so you're like going, you're Waspinator? Yeah, you know what? Here, just take the Energon and just go.
Mhm.
You've been through so much. I mean, you thought Starscream or anybody? I don't think anybody in the Transformers franchise has ever suffered the extreme abuse as Waspinator.
Oh man, the thing
I
is
mean,
like
you see,
Armada Starscream, he
No.
received like the most character development because he was a Dinobot for that particular alternate universe of Transformers.
which everybody argues, and rightly so. I'll even say that might have been the best Transformer Starscream I've ever seen. But we're not talking about Transformers Armada. We're talking about Waspinator and how I believe, and I can even, I'll make a, dare I say, I will say that maybe Waspinator has suffered the most abuse in a Transformer series. I don't think I have ever seen any other Transformer go through the amount he has gone through. And not only that, I mean, yeah, he's getting...
Waspinator not think this job so important? Every job for the royalty is a gift. Edbot is major suck up.
He's also the one that
Stop
talks...
slobbering on me, Tarachas. I am feasting. Give Waspinator more room. Tarachas fed enough already. If Waspinator does not stop cuddling me like a stuffed toy when he sleeps, I'll eat him as well. I'd like to see you try. Yes, I will. You all make me sick. I can't stand this any longer, Megatron. I've got to get out. We would not be here if you didn't trip over that spy cable. You are correct. But thanks to... You are correct, Scorpion. But thanks to Pterosaurus no longer in... Oh, wow, I cannot say that word. Inadvertent discovery of our enemy spy camera, we're able to put this little deception. Yes. But what if they detect us? Don't forget my signature deafening device is only experimental. We only have to wait until they repair their ship and then attack with their guards down. With the Maximal ship in our possession, we'll be able to recover the orbital stations pods containing Maximals eager to become Predacons. So no one leaves! Leaving? Who said anything about leaving? Good. Follow me.
Oh my gosh, I do love that bit. Waspinator was actually getting cabin fever in that scene.
He was going to lose his fucking mind.
I love it. He goes, I have to get out of here. I even think it's even more terrible that I don't think any of the other Maximals actually take Starscream seriously. I mean, there was this one point in the series where, what was it? Either Rat Trap or Cheetor were like playing a video game, and it's a simulation of how they're destroying Waspinator.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I remember. Actually, that flew over my head when I watched Beast Wars years ago, and when I rewatched it then and rewatched it later, I then noticed. Wait a minute! Is this game they're playing for real?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, geez Louise, not even the Maximals respect Waspinator.
Actually, there's two different moments when Rat Trap's playing like a video game, because he's like got one that's like a Street Fighter style fighting game, but with the Beast Wars characters.
I remember that.
Then there's a second one where it's like a Doom clone type game.
Yep, a Doom clone type of game, and he just is shooting Waspinator.
I remember that too.
I think probably Waspinator got to his lowest point when they were going to infiltrate the Nemesis and they basically took possession of Optimal Optimus, and they were using Waspinator as bait.
Oh yeah.
They used him as bait, and what killed me more than anything, Waspinator says, Predacons attack, and Optimus is looking around, there are no Predacons, and Waspinator stops and goes, where are Waspinator's troops? And Megatron just goes, and it cuts to Megatron as he's just like saying like a eulogy. He says, upon sacrifice for a necessary move, Waspinator, you'll understand. And Optimal Optimus just crushes him. And he starts floating down like paper. because he's so flat.
Just like in the classic cartoons.
No, yeah.
That's actually
There
the
was also
second
a
time
moment.
he was reduced to like a paper-like material. Because Dinobot
He-
sliced into pieces and he just fell down like shredded paper.
They played a,
Oh my God!
they played around
I
with
re-
his animation.
Oh my God, Waspinator. See, like I said, Waspinator went through the most shit. He suffered every inhuman, or in this case, in robotic form of torment ever.
But come on, guys, give him a break.
So by the end of yes, Wolf, by the end of Beast Wars, yes, that is a well-deserved ending for Waspinator because he's finally happy. He doesn't have to fight anymore. He doesn't have to fight anymore. He's done with Maximals and Predacons. He's going to stay with early humans and live the good life.
As their chieftain.
Yep, as their chieftain. Because you got to remember, early man was not the most intelligent being in the universe. But at the time, Waspinator.
Between Black Arachnia and Silverbolt, I wanted to read to you guys.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm still looking. Keep talking.
Oh. All right. Well, this series also. Okay, so let's get to the beginning of the series. Let's get to
I found it. Oh no, you're not saving my life again. After I shot you? It is my duty as a Maximal and a heroic character. You know, I like I'm big and stupid, but you're really pushing it.
I love that. Well, because the thing that kills me is that, well, that's the thing that kills me. He's the stalwart, chivalrous hero. He's basically, he'd be the quarterback. And Black Arachnia is the goth girl. The quarterback got the goth girl.
As welcome as the moonlight. When I thought you were gone, it will take a lot more than that to get rid of me, Jojo. But when I have to come and rescue you, when you're rescuing me, my future may be in doubt. Shit. Fuck. That's meant to say very funny, very fast. My fucking tongue tied. Damn it.
Well.
Can I also say that
But what about the one moment, like in Optimal Solutions, where Silverbolt thought Black Arachnia died?
Yep.
Until like Rhinox gave him the reminder that she was only in stasis lock. But still, like at the moment, like your heart like still goes out to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rat Trap's like, yeah, if you can stop crushing it between your manly chest plate or whatever it is he's supposed to be.
Manly torsos. Oh, and get her back to repairs. or even before that, where like when Silverbolt let out his like crying howl, I'm like, yeesh, where's my cyber violin?
I think that's what kills me too. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying. What you guys are saying, that when he thought Black Arachnia was dead, he actually, with 0 Fs given, went to go kill Tarantulas.
Oh, yeah, he was going out there to avenge his lady.
Mm-hmm. And he was gonna kill him too. He had him.
Oh yeah.
But of course, I think he didn't he wander into a trap?
Rampage interrupted before Silverbolt could deliver the final killing blow to Tarantulas.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tarantulas, who was satisfied with his death?
Oh, me. This guy here. I loved it. I love the fact that at one point he had actually succeeded in killing Megatron. Do you guys remember that when Megatron had fused with the old Megatron Spark, and he was in mid transformation, and had tarantulas got into Quick Strike's head to basically turn against Megatron.
I remember.
Yep.
Well, look how that turned out.
Yep.
First,
And then
before we
what was
answer your
Rat?
question, hang on. Before we
Oh
answer
yeah.
your question, Caden, you had asked us a question before in the previous stream about what was our thoughts about the Transmetal forms, specifically Transmetal 1 and 2, and you wanted to hear our takes, and I said we'll hold that till we get to the end of the series, right?
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I will. I think my favorite is Transmetal Cheetor.
So you're saying you prefer Transmetal 2.
I prefer Transmetal 2, yeah. But my favorite, and like I said earlier, just like Transmetal 2 Cheetor, I just love Cheetor as a character. I think I liked how in season 1 he was kind of the adolescent rookie. Season 2 he was a little more seasoned, and by season 3 he's like this mature character.
I myself, I like the Transmetal 2s a lot more because it was at this point that was kind of like a open journey for a beast, sorry, a maximal or predacon where when they get to that stage, it's like a merging of the beast and the machine.
Yep.
And Cheetor, of course, illustrated that very well with his body and his transformations. As far as like the other characters like Black Arachnia, which is all metal to some extent. Same thing with Rampage, with his abilities, and Ultimo Optimus. Like, man, I was again when Optimus became Ultimo Optimus, I was happy. I was like, finally, he doesn't look like a fucking punce when he's in
Yep.
beast mode. I mean, like frick me, he turns into a freaking tank in a jet.
And
Well,
a
it's not-
Precisely.
giant orange gorilla.
And a giant orange gorilla. God damn. Sorry, Monticelli.
Actually, I think he still has the whole monkey face from his Transmetal 1 form. Or the
Actually,
monkey.
he's got the. Hang on.
I think it's mostly the same, not quite identical.
Let me see, because they don't. He
No,
only
he
ever
still.
spent
Well,
any time in beast
he
mode.
still kept his he still kept his gorilla head. The difference is when he became Optimus. Now the first Transmetal gorilla head now has a helmet.
Yeah, he looks way better. Way better. He's got a blue face too. He a blue monkey now. Yeah, somehow he's also got a hoverboard as his
Oh yeah.
toy in the toy. Don't know why he needs that. He's a freaking jet now.
Wait, which toy are you looking at? The original Beast Wars toy or a later toy?
Probably a layer toy. Probably a.
Yeah, because if it's a later toy, they did release the Optimal Optimus form, but gave it like the monkey on a surfboard feature, even though that form didn't have that.
Mm-hmm. Looks stupid. Looks really stupid. I don't care what anybody say. It looks
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
I-
you're pretty much Wolf. I think you're pretty much saying it.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to prefer the Transmetal 2 forms for the characters that have Transmetal 2 forms. And funny enough, pretty much all the Transmetal 2 characters are repainted into other characters, like Cheetor is repainted into a revived Ravage, or Optimal Optimus is repainted into another character called Primal Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
also Megatron is repainted into a character called Cryotech, who is actually Megatron's mentor before, or was the one who originally planned the theft of the Golden Disc.
Yep.
Yeah, then Megatron turned against Cryotech and stole the disc himself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a lot of characters at OP, and they always found ways to freaking just keep them out of the story or keep them out of the fight sometimes. Especially
Yeah.
that scene where Optimus gets freaking so battered so badly. I think that's when Cheetor was That's where Cheetor got his Transmetal 2 form. I was like, that's so fucking stupid how he got fucking banged up like that. This is freaking Ultimate Optimus now. He's a fucking beast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where he struggled to get into his tank form and had to drive back to the base. I'm like, fuck you, episode.
Yeah.
You don't do
It is
Optimus like
also a
that.
shame that we never get to see Cybershark.
Yep.
We do technically see Cybershark's Transmetal form, but not in Beast Wars, because his Transmetal form was used in Robots in Disguise to make Skybite.
Oh yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
technically, we saw a version of Cybershark, just not the same character. It's just the same mold.
But it would have been nice if Cyber Shark and the other Maximals and Predacons from the toy line made it into the TV show.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the
Fun fact.
yeah.
Fun fact. Each character started getting bumped off the list every time each one gets introduced. So when I started, there was Cheetor and Dinobot, but then Silverbolt came into the picture, and you know how I am.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Dinobot and Cheetor. Hi, Silverbolt. What can I say? He's a winged wolf.
Yep.
He's a half eagle, half wolf. Two of my favorite animals at the time. Only one stayed my favorite.
Yeah.
And then
There is actually a way that you can see the other Beast Wars toys that weren't in the Beast Wars cartoon itself, and that's by watching the Japanese Beast Wars Second and Beast Wars Neo and Car Robots.
Yes.
Because a bunch of the both American and Japanese Beast Wars toys that weren't in the cartoon were shown up in them or in those cartoons.
Don, you didn't tell us your take on Transmetal 1 and 2.
Well, I mean, I like Transmetal 1 and 2 equally because it not only gave each
You're
character
no
new
fun.
designs, but also an upgrade which corresponds with their individual personalities. However, however, when Transmetal 2 for Optimus, it was an upgrade for the for his first Transmetal form.
I rescind what I said. Leia,
Yeah, I'm here.
I've shown you the pictures. What do you think?
Well, I think I will give this show a chance. I will give it a show. I will check it out. I will watch it. Everything looks interesting in the storylines. So
Not
maybe
what
in the
I asked,
morning.
but okay.
Repeat your question again. What did you ask me?
I showed you the pictures. There's Transmetal 1 and Transmetal 2, if you can remember.
I can remember, but are they the characters on the show?
Yeah, they're not they're not characters themselves. They're the forms that the characters take.
Oh,
Certain characters, not all of them. Certain.
they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Like I said, they're pretty cool. I would watch it if they're on the show. I would watch it and see it in action. They're pretty
All
cool. I will
right,
say that.
we're talking to Leia here. She's not really that big into the boy toys.
Look, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's just maybe because at
I'm
the time
teasing. I'm
that these
teasing.
shows came
You like
out, I was.
He-Man. You like Popeye. You like these guys.
Oh, Wolfie, I have a question that's Beast Wars
Popeye's going
related.
way far back.
Hang on. Go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, I have a question that's Beast Wars related. Have you seen the designs of Lio Convoy and Big Convoy from the Japanese Beast Wars Second and Beast Wars Neo?
Mm-mm.
Because I was kind of curious what you actually think of those designs.
What are they called again?
Lio Convoy, Lio Convoy and Big Convoy.
He's got to Wikipedia or Google it or whatever. Which one?
Oh, you talking about those? The one that like freaking. Give me a sec. I found a good picture of Leo Convoy. Give me a sec. Ah, didn't take that long to find it. Yeah, but the pictures don't let me save.
It's very true, Neo Star. Yeah, you know me so well.
What was
As
the
I
other
reply
one?
to his comment.
Big Convoy was the other one.
Big.
Yeah, Big Convoy.
Oh, of course, it's Japanese. Of course, they're gonna have a simple name for it. Give me a sec. Found a good picture of him.
Take your time.
I feel like him being called Big Convoy is kind of a simple name, or is it just like a simple
Wait,
in a
that's not
completely
the
different
one.
way? Yeah, because Big
There
Convoy
he
turns
is.
into a woolly mammoth.
Exactly. How do you know I picked the wrong one?
I don't know that you picked the. I didn't even realize you picked the wrong one.
Should have said because you said it.
I was
Should've
saying
pulled
that to clarify that I wasn't completely sure if you'd actually like seen the designs and if you like know about
You
them.
walked into it, Matthew. You keep walking into it. You guys gotta understand my wit. Guys gotta understand my wit. My wittiness. Alright, let's pull this bad boy up. If I can find him. There he is. Not much to say about these guys. Other than they're cool. They look like
Definitely
Optimus.
like the lion one a bit more.
Actually, interesting enough, the Big Convoy toy is the first Transformer to have a removable matrix.
Oh wow.
Cool. So, who's up for reboot in January?
I'm down with that.
You would.
You know, I haven't actually seen Reboot. Beast Wars is the only
man.
mainframe entertainment show that I've watched. And
Shit,
Beast
Oh,
Machines.
we should start.
So we gotta
Start
fix
with
that.
reboot. Fuck. We
Hey,
should
hey,
start with
man,
reboot.
look. Hey, Wolf, we're saving it for next year, all right? Because we need to fix this. Once
We
you
can
watch,
watch it in a couple of months.
look, the point is once he watches Reboot, he'll thank us, all right?
Yes, he will. He definitely will.
The only reason I haven't actually
Because
seen Reboot is because when I first discovered Beast Wars and Beast Machines, it wasn't when they were airing that I saw them. It was actually after. And it was only because they're Transformers shows that I ended up finding them. Because I found like DVD or individual DVD volumes of them, and Reboot just I never actually saw any of the any DVDs or anything of that. So yeah, Beast Wars and Beast Machines, it was the only mainframe show that I ever actually saw.
You're missing out.
Dang it, you are missing out, guys.
I'll supply you the treats, motherfuckers. Here, happy Halloween. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Look, Reboot is a show that has
Look,
aged
I'm just gonna
very
say it.
well, all right?
I'm just gonna say it. Tony J, bad guy, best show.
Well, man, it's not just Tony J. Give the other VAs credit.
Well, I'm going to give the other VAs credit, but I'm just going to say it. Tony J, probably, that was like my first real introduction to him. And to this day, I'm like, yeah, that's a bad guy. Megabyte, Bob, Enzo, Dot, all of them, they were amazing. Including Mike the TV.
Oh man, Mike the TV, he was such a fun character, even though he was only a support.
Yep. But he did get a standout episode, which I was happy about.
We should not ever leave out Fong.
No, don't ever leave out Fong. Fong is amazing.
Well, of course.
Wrap it up now.
And of course, Hexadecimal, we can't forget her.
Nope.
We will talk about that when we get there. Let's start wrapping it up. So, I thank everybody for being here. Those 8 of you and those 9 motherfuckers that kept popping in and out. I thank everyone for sticking with us and tolerating my ass throughout this 3-part series. Man, guys, really.
Well, it was beautiful.
We haven't done this in a while since the like I said, since the X-Men Evolution streams.
Yep.
That was 4 seasons that we had to cover, and that was during the crisis times.
Yep.
Evilest times. It was so great to do this all over again. President Company, unfortunately, should have did her studying and her homework.
Oh, give me a break.
This is the second time we did this, and you barely even did anything to watch. Anything.
Leia, don't worry. At some point, this shoe will be on the other foot.
Yes.
Well.
He goes, well, I'm patient.
Well, I'll tell you the time when we went to see Magic Mike for Leia. Pretty much seen the first 2. I might as well complete the trilogy.
Well, that
Just
is going to
saying.
be an interesting
I'm not even
story.
a Channing Tatum fan, but I kind of warm to his acting a bit. He's got some
Really?
chops.
Really?
I'm a
Oh,
little more lenient with Channing Tatum ever since I saw him in Dog.
okay.
He's silly in that
Okay.
movie, but you know it's a heartfelt movie. He's actually found his comfortable spot. He ain't trying to aspire to be anything else, which is good. We don't need him to be anything else. We seen that motherfucker try to be an edge boy, a soldier boy, a pretty boy. I mean, I did like him in She's the Man. He was cool in She's the Man. He stuttered a little bit too much though. He was trying to be white boy hip hop. That's what he was trying to be.
I'll say this. My favorite Channing Tatum movie is when he was in This Is the End.
Ooh.
Oh God! Don't even
Wasn't
get
he
me
just being
started on that.
himself?
He was being himself, but he was being Danny McBride's gimp.
Yeah.
This was disgusting. He says, "This is my gimp."
Hey, don't also forget 21 Jump Street. Maybe with Jonah
Oh,
Hill.
of course. Come on, you can't forget that one.
Okay.
Also, it was a
22 Jump Street.
But it was also one not many people like what some people don't realize is that movie is a sequel to the TV show.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they killed Johnny Depp, and that's why I don't watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Hanson like he got his ending in the original TV series, and also Johnny was being a good sport because he wanted to pursue like other opportunities.
Yeah, he was a good
Yeah,
sport. He got his end in the series, but he was being a good sport for the movie
has a
because.
question for us.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Would it have been stupid if Transmetal 2 Megatron was called Galvatron? Probably not.
Probably not. No.
I mean, they're all
Yeah, not really, because Because like Megatron like did like rename himself Galvatron like after he received his upgrade.
Awaken, Galvatron.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
ignore the
I
Japanese
mean,
continuity, then it would make sense. But if you take into account the Japanese shows, then you kind of confusing because there's already a Beast Wars Galvatron there.
well, the thing is, this is Megatron. This Megatron is very egotistical to the point where he stole the name, or at least he adopted it.
Yeah.
What makes you think he wouldn't adopt Galvatron?
Yeah. True.
Uh-huh.
Like
He
the question
would
you should
do
be
it.
asking, why wouldn't he do it?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's
Ah,
Megatron's freaking
yes.
descendant.
I I have yes. In the flames, I emerge as Galvatron. Yes. Megatron is no more. In the flames, he's been destroyed. Call me Galvatron. Yes. That's what I'm a preacher now.
Come on, he has a flair for the theatrics.
Oh,
Of
hell
course.
to the yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Starting with the glare of K.O. Mathew Flynn.
Ah, damn what? Yeah, yeah. Let the Matrix light. Let the Matrix light your darkest hour till all I want. Bye, guys.
Y'all gonna make me go drill Sergeant Hartman on y'all asses
Oh no.
with this undisciplined that I'm witnessing. This undisciplined crew. What have y'all been doing lately? Damn. I'm trying to make this all military like, and y'all can't even stand up. Y'all can't even stand at attention. Anyways, let's take the schooner tuna.
Coming at you live from a secret government facility buried deep underground, but has excellent Wi-Fi. This is Schooner Tuna. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you liked our little conversation here, we'll drop a little comment down there suggesting what other things we can probably review. And I would probably have a great time seeing what anybody can suggest. So until then, this is Schooner Tuna signing off. Bloop, 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 bloop.
The Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Thank you everybody for joining us in tonight's live stream as we talked about the third and final season of Beast Wars. If you like what you heard, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Wolf 10 Media's channel. If you got any other movies, TV shows, manga, anime, comic books, or anything else, make sure you put them down in the comments section. This is the Hound of the South, Dominic Powell signing off, and remember to maintain the light and let it shine towards the darkness. Never lose hope and optimism.
How tall are you, Private? Sir, 5'9", sir, 5'9". I didn't know they stack shit that high. Okay, didn't make Dominic laugh.
It did give me it did give me a laugh. Well, but I didn't want to wake up the neighbors.
Our Smurfette principal herself, the lovely Leia Ballard, Leia plus size.
Well, one of our Smurfette principals.
One of many. We got 5.
So fair principles. Wow. Okay, well, this is Leia plus size, your lovely Lady of Valor, and I want to thank everybody for joining us for this show this evening. I have learned a lot about the Transformers and Beast characters and the Beast War.
Is she done?
Wolf will appreciate that. And thank you all this evening. I was about to say, thank you all. Have a good evening. Wow.
Where the hell are you from anyway, Private? Sir, Texas, sir. Holy dog shit, Texas. Only steers and queers come from Texas. private cowboy, and you don't look like a steer to me, so that narrows it down. Do you suck dicks? Sir, no, sir. Are you a Peter Puffer? Sir, no, sir. I bet you're the kind of guy who will fuck a person in the ass, and I don't have the goddamn courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you. Sorry, my Deli.
I was trying to encourage more comments and then give you suggestions on what shows to rant about. There you go. You got a good one in there. Give you good encouragement to give you more suggestions for topics that you rant about.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come on. We don't just rant. We have discussions. Ranting is just a bonus.
Yes. We have colorful discussions with a little twist of rant. Or
Yes.
seasoned with a rant.
But
Good
however,
way.
we know what we're talking about because we've been in pop culture for a good long while.
We cement it.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Oh, God. I got this one. Tonight, you pimps will sleep with your rifles. You will give your rifle a girl's name because this is the only pussy you people are going to get. Your days of finger banging old Mary Jane Rochcross through her little pink bangs are over. You are married to this piece, this weapon of iron and wood, and you will be faithful. Port, hook, prepare to mount. Mount, port, hook. Pray, this is my rifle. There are many others, but this one is mine. My rifle is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it as I master my life. Without my rifle is useless. Without my rifle, I am useless. I must find my rifle true. I must shoot straighter than my enemy, who is trying to kill me. I must shoot him before he shoots me. I will. Before God, I swear this creed, my rifle and myself are defenders of my country. They are the masters of my enemy. We are the saviors of my life. So be until there is no enemy but peace. Amen. Order. Hook. At ease. Good night, ladies. Good night, sir. Hit it, sweetheart.
You are enjoying that. Enjoying that.
I just enjoy hearing it. I just enjoy it.
Indeed.
Oh my God. This is your Will Commander Will 10. Remind you guys once again, you are the UN Spacey. Welcome to the Wolf Fleet.
Fucking with nigga.